National Football League. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Chiefs and the Jets under the lights on Thursday night.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight it's the final morsel in our thing. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Now Jones. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They were right out of the field to put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Charles, Thursday night game. I would think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game? Day night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. What a ball game. 4 receiving touchdowns.
And he's not just a specialty guy either. They went to him when they were in the red zone. They went to him when they weren't in the red zone. They went to him anytime they could for obvious reasons.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, he had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? He's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Gets around him. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mahomes on to give to Edwards-Helaire. He'll get this down to the 38.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 16. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes going to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. Down number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And New York set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
From the 27, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Daniel Jones and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he got off to the hot start with a touchdown pass on the opening drive, but it's been interception on the 2 drives since as they start again here first down. Now Carter to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Carter. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. Make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one too low.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. After right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Breece Hall, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. He's going to tie the game as we approach halftime. So the drive there. It's 80 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of... First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll buy some time right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall, and he can only manage to... Second and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones steps away. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the drill, but otherwise, just don't do it.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes finding Gray on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do. Got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster from 8 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there at a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again with Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to 43. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. On second down, a run with Hall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Bruce Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Forget the extra point, it's up and go. And important what that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. KC's offense ready to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll... down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And now out come the Jets. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing Jones. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
All again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. All again. Oh, good move. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll give to Hall. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Here's Jones. He gets it underneath to Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Minute 4 left to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 31-28. 56 seconds to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Jets, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.